Hey Libras, and welcome back to Cappy Cove. This is going to be your general reading for June of 2019. It's for those who have Libra in their sun, moon, or rising. Also, keep in mind it's a general reading, so not all messages are going to apply to everyone. I will also be leaving my links down below in the description box for those who would like to donate or for those who would like a personal reading from me. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get started. And your main energy I'm seeing for the month of June, Libras, is a lot of communication. I feel like there's going to be a lot of things that either you need to say or that are said to you, or you might just have to be in a position to have to communicate with a lot of different people. And I've been doing the spirit animal towards the end of the readings, but I feel the need to go ahead and show you yours now, because y'all have here the Panther spirit, which is reclaiming your power. This is about facing your challenges, being able to speak up for yourself and speak out about what you need to say or how you feel, whatever it is. It's all about being able to vocalize whatever you are thinking or feeling. It's a time to be bold and to be able to take risk, and if changes are necessary, to face them head on and to be very bold. So I feel like y'all are going to be going through a lot of changes as well. And there could be a lot of new beginnings and new starts in the month of June. Yeah, and I'm also feeling like there also may be some things that are communicated to you that might be hard for you to deal with. But either way, this is going to be a time to face any kind of challenges like that head on, and to be very much in your power and to reclaim it and stand for you and who you are and what you want. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this card down here. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of things like messages coming in. I am also seeing you getting a lot of news about different things. I'm seeing letters that are being written here. Specifically, I'm getting somebody's writing a goodbye letter. I don't feel like that's for everyone, but someone here is writing a goodbye letter or receiving one. I feel like y'all might be either acting childish or dealing with someone who's childish, or possibly, I keep getting the teacher vibe. I feel like every time in Libra's video, I get teachers. So I don't know if some of y'all are teachers or what. If you are, comment below, please let me know. But I'm definitely seeing like dealing with children or teaching. I'm also seeing that you might actually have to be the one who's the bearer of bad news to somebody. I feel like a lot of things in June are going to be moving very quickly for you. I feel like decisions you have to make are going to have to be made very quickly. I see a lot of changes and new things that are coming in, and this can be anything from like relationships, some type of like love offer, job offer. I'm also seeing some of you who are going to be experiencing something that's very new. So this might be more of like a hobby thing. Some of you may be getting a pet in the month of June. I'm also seeing, and some of you might also have a new friend that's coming in here too with that Ace of Cups. So y'all might be making a new friend. But I also see another obstacle that y'all are going to be facing in June is basically caring too much. I almost feel like you wear your heart on your sleeve and you might be caring too much. I feel like some of you feel taken advantage of because of this. And I feel like this is going to be a point where you have to like stand up and say what you need to say about it. I also see that if there are any type of decisions that do need to be made, you need to be very decisive and make the decision. I wouldn't let it sit and ponder it for too long. It needs to be made quick and to the point, even if it's something that's new and risky or it's something you don't know how you feel about. It's like you got to just make the decision and jump all in. It's almost like having the Fool card, except the Fool card isn't here. Some of you might be faced also with just difficult decisions to make as well. I feel like a lot of you are coming from a place where you kind of felt silenced, or you've been very patient with something. And it's getting to, and I feel like this is kind of more involved with relationships, whether this is friends or family members or lovers. But I feel like you've almost been very silenced in something, and you've been very patient with somebody. And I feel like your patience is about to run out. I feel like for those who are getting in relationships, I feel like some of you may have some third-party situations coming up. I don't think that's for everybody. I do feel like some of you are actually going to be in relationships. I'm also seeing weddings that can come up here, any type of celebrations, gatherings. I do see a lot of being with friends for the month of June as well. I am also seeing a concern about your finances. I feel like some of you are feeling a little bit financially unstable. This might be because some of you might be going on a trip. Some of you might have been saving up to go somewhere, and you may feel like how am I trying to say this? You might be afraid that you don't have enough money to go on this trip. I see travel that has to do with water. I'm seeing here that you might have to compete with somebody within a relationship setting. So if you're like dating somebody, you might be like, I don't know, like the third person in this situation, like they could be dating two people. I feel like some of you will be having to say goodbye to somebody. I feel like some of you, this could be relationship, and some of you, this could be like a friend that has to move, and this might be where that goodbye letter comes from. I feel like some of you might have to be writing a speech or having to give a speech in front of people. I feel like a really big fear around public speaking for the month of June, but there's something here that either you're going to have to read something and speak on a public platform, or in front of, however many people makes you feel uncomfortable. I don't care if it's 3 people you have to speak in front of. It could be like your boss and 2 employers, whatever, but you're going to have to speak in front of somebody that may have you feeling very uncomfortable in the month of June. Some of you also might be working with animals, and some of you may be trying to become a veterinarian or like a nurse. I feel like by the end of June, there's going to be a need to let go of a lot of things that no longer serve you anymore. There's going to be like a lot of the way that you think about things, the way you see things, facing a lot of fears that you have. And there's going to be a growth here to where you're moving on into a better space and a better place. Like somebody here, there's like you're not speaking for a seminar, sorry to go back to this, but if you're not speaking for like at a seminar, you might be on the other end and listening to somebody at a seminar, and the words or something that's said there might be very profound to you. Yeah, so back to this whole having to move forward. I feel like this is really going to be the strongest thing, is because if there's anything that you've been fearing and you're facing that, or any decisions like that are really tough you have to make, if you're going to make a decision to move forward, you really need to just stand in it, back it up, and move forward with it and grow through it. I just feel like a lot of you may be hesitant about some of this, or some of you may be worried about your finances because of this decision that you have to make. But I feel like overall, for the most part, it's going to be a really good month. It's just going to be a matter of deciding what it is you want to do moving forward. Because I feel like you're coming out of a place where if you were like feeling like you're stuck in a rut, or every day was just like same old, like I feel like this is the time now where changes are going to be made in June, and then y'all are going to be able to make those changes and move forward with them and experience new things in life. So I think overall it's going to be very positive in the end. I'm going to go ahead and leave it there. Thank you for watching, Libras. Bye.